My name is Nick Sutton. My IGN is Niko or Nikolai, and I'm the head Rocket League coach at Harrisburg University. So I actually lived in Korea for 3 years. My dad was in the Air Force. We were stationed there. And that's where I was actually first exposed to League of Legends at one of the PC lounges my friend brought me to. So originally started with the League, actually. And then I played some COD competitively overseas, actually on base. We were competing in like the local tournaments for the Army, members. And me and my friend were actually winning those COD tournaments. But as soon as I moved back to the States in 2015, I found Rocket League, and it was, soccer and cars. And I love both those things. This was really kind of the best of both worlds. And I just started pretty much grinding it after high school. And I took a year off from college before going to school. So it was pretty much just focusing on Rocket League and, kind of working just a day job. And then I ended up applying to Radford University, where I started kind of my college career. Yeah, so at Radford University, I also started the esports club. I was the president and founder of that club. It started as kind of an idea to find a Rocket League team. At the time, college carball was what CRL is now, only about 16 to 20 teams in it. So to think of how much it's grown in the past few years is just kind of mind-blowing. And I had found that community and was basically looking for a team on campus, but ended up starting a club. We had over 400 members on campus, all students. I was overseeing multiple teams, but also competing in the College Carball Association throughout those 4 years at Radford. By the time I was ready to graduate, I was the director of esports for the spring semester of 2020. We're finding a graduate assistant position at Wayne State College in Nebraska, which is where I previously was as esports coordinator. After a year there, they hired me full-time as the head esports coach. And I served another 2 years at Wayne State before coming to HU. Yeah, so I actually majored in outdoor recreation and tourism. So it doesn't really go along with esports, but I got a lot of leadership classes from that major. So I kind of took everything that I was learning, incorporated it into the esports club that I was running at Radford, which gave me a lot of experience just being able to manage an organization, kind of coach these teams, organize their competition, get them into competitive leagues and stuff like that. So I pretty much took all the outdoor leadership experience and applied it to esports to, kind of get me that experience and my foot in the door with the industry. Yeah, I mean, back in that was 2017 really when I was first getting into the collegiate space, and AHU was kind of building up that reputation from 2017 to 2019, being pretty much a powerhouse across esports titles. And I had known of AHU since then, and I've always kind of looked up to this school and this esports organization. So I've always admired it. And while I was at Wayne, the end of the year was coming, and I had gotten a DM about a Rocket League coach position, and I pursued it, and now I ended up here. So super happy to be here. Yeah, sure. I mean, our first goal, obviously, I think, as Mike had mentioned, is academic excellence. That's just non-negotiable. The players I want to bring in will be excellent in the classroom as well as on the field. So I'm kind of using my resources and finding some players who would meet that criteria. I'd say so far the search is going pretty good, and I plan on having a CRL level Rocket League team here in the fall. Yep, so CRL has 2 qualifiers for CRL League play, and then it has kind of an open qualifier if you don't make it initially into CRL. So the idea is to make it through one of the first 2 qualifiers to play in League play and ultimately, hopefully, end up at the World Championship for CRL. Because Rocket League is now kind of one of the only esports that is going towards having a World Championship for collegiate. I think Valorant also started doing that as well. So it's kind of a really awesome opportunity for anyone in the collegiate space as Rocket League players to kind of pursue that as well as their academics. I think HU with kind of under this new leadership with Mike and talking to Tanner, I think the professional environment here is super strong, and I think it's a great environment to be a part of as a player. I think it's going to give them the opportunity to not only perfect their craft at their game, but also perfect their education and pursue that bachelor's degree as well.